Good morning children, welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to learn something which is related to vocabulary once again. Okay, so today we learn about what are gerunds. So you might have heard ing form of the verb. Okay, but many times you people will get confused actually what is ing form. You will just think that it is a verb form. Yes or no? So it is not a verb form. Just all ing forms are not verb forms. Some are gerunds. So what is meant by gerund? Actually it is an ing form of a verb, but it doesn't act as a verb. That is, there is no action going on in the verb. Like it is name of an action. It represents a name of an action. So some ing forms are verbs because they represent an action, and some ing forms are gerunds. They are called gerunds. Why? Because they don't represent an action, but they give a name to an action. So that means they act like a noun. So some ing forms of the verbs, they act like a noun. Like one example I can give you. Swimming is fun. So just imagine whether any action is going on in this sentence. Simply if I say swimming is fun. So if I say I want to swim. Okay, I like swimming. So there is a different. I like swimming. So these are the name. I want to swim. To swim is an action. That means you want to do some swimming there. Some action, you like to do some action. But coming to I want to swim is to do action. But I like swimming or swimming is fun. You are just saying that some action you like it. That is, it is a name of an action one. Okay, swimming is here a name of an action. And the same word swimming can be used as an action word also. He is swimming across the ocean. Can you imagine now? He is swimming across the ocean and swimming is fun, or I like swimming. So there is a difference between these words which were used now. So in the first sentence when I am saying he is swimming across the ocean, it is a verb form. But when coming to the swimming is fun or I like swimming, this is only a name given to an action you like. Okay. So like this, gerunds are ing form of verbs, but they are not actually an action word. They don't come under the category of action words, that is verbs. But they are gerunds, that is, they are basically noun forms. Okay, progressive form of a verb which is brought, which is made up of ing plus a verb form, root verb. That is like swim. It is the root word. Ing. If you add ing, it will become swimming. So with a root verb, we are adding ing to make a verb, make a word, progressive word. But in all cases, it is not verb. Okay. In some cases, it is a noun given. That is a name given to an action. So that's why these names given to an action, even though their ing forms, are called gerunds. Hope you all understood, ma. Just like this, we will see how these words are used. Some words are used as the object of the sentence, object of the verb. Some words are used as the subject of the verb. Some words are used with a preposition. Okay. Some gerunds are used with a preposition, and some gerunds are used as subject complement. So with examples, we will see what are these. So first, we will start with the definition of gerund. Then we will go into the examples. Okay children, let us start the lesson now. So today's our topic is about gerunds. So this will be pronounced as gerund. What is a gerund actually? So as I told you, so the definition of gerund, gerund is a form of a verb. It is a form of a verb that ends with ing. That ends with ing. But that is used as a noun. It looks like a verb. By looking at it, when you look at the ing form of the word, it looks like a verb. But it acts like a noun. Even though it is an ing form, looking like a verb form, but it is acting like a noun. So a gerund in English is an ing. What do you mean by ing form? Progressive. That is continuous. What is the other form for progressive? Continuous. Continuous or progressive form of a verb that works as a noun. Okay? And what is the example I give you, ma'am? Just like the word swimming, ma'am. Okay? Swimming. So this word can be used either as verb or gerund. So as a verb, there is an example. He is swimming across the pool. Across the pool. That is from this side of the pool to the other side of the pool. The same can be used as a gerund. The same word can be used as a gerund. So when we are using it as a gerund, Nana, swimming is fun. Okay? Swimming is fun, or I like swimming. So there is no action going on in this sentence. When you say either swimming is fun or I like swimming, there is no action going on. So these are called gerunds. Hope you all understood, ma. Now we will see how they are used as a subject of the verb or object of the verb or with a preposition or as a subject complement. Okay? Coming to the first one, ma, I'll just give few examples, then I'll explain. First example, what we write is playing cards is not allowed here. So here playing cards is given. That is, it is only a name of an action. It is not an action going on in this sentence. So here it is called a subject and a main thing. What we are speaking about, it is as a subject. It is used as a subject here. Okay, subject of the action, subject of the verb. Playing cards. Then one more example. Watching TV. Watching TV is my favorite pastime. So what is happening here? Here also is there any action going on? No, you are just mentioning that watching TV. An action. Here also it is an action. So it is the main thing what we are speaking about. It is the main part of the verb. That is subject of the verb. So we are using it as a subject of the verb here. Next, coming to the second case, Nana, we use as object of the verb. Okay? Object of the verb, how we use? I like reading poetry. I like reading poetry. Are you reading in this sentence or some action is going on in this word? No. This is the action word. I like. So what do you like? This is an object of this verb. So this is the verb. And what is the object of the verb? Reading poetry. Okay. Next, coming to next example. I like writing in English. So he likes to write in English or she likes to write in English. But there is no action going on in this word. This is also a gerund, but used as a object of a verb. Okay. Here it is used as a subject of the verb. Okay. These two cases it is used as subject of the verb, and in this case it is used as object of the verb. Okay. Now we will see the next one, like when it is used with a preposition. So how it is used? When it is used with a preposition, like see, with preposition, that is when it is governed by preposition. When it is governed by a preposition. So now the first example what I will show you is, he is fond of hoarding, that is collecting, okay, gathering, hoarding money. So here he is fond of, this is the action going on. So in this word there is no action going on. Just you are saying that he is fond of doing something, referring to a name of an action, that's all. Next one, see, we shall be interested in hearing your advice. Your advice. So we shall be interested in hearing your advice. Here there is no action going on here. They are just hearing to your advice. Okay? Action is not going on. So here it is also a gerund form of the verb which is used along with the preposition in. First sentence it is of hearing. Second sentence it is in hearing. Now coming to the subject complement, Nana. So when it is called to be used as subject complement, just I'll say, I'll write few examples. See here. My dog's favorite activity is sleeping. Here it is used as subject complement form. So, is there any action going on in the word sleeping there? No. You're just giving information that your dog likes to sleep. That's all. The dog is not sleeping there. You are just mentioning the action which is going to be take place. Okay, which did not take place, but which generally takes place. Next, his mistake was neglecting his studies. Here also there is no action going on. So you are just giving a name to the action. He is not showing interest in his studies. So that is what called neglecting. If I say the same sentence, he is showing neglection in his studies also, it is only a name. But when you say he is neglecting his studies, his mistake was neglecting his studies is okay. But he is neglecting his studies means it is an action word. So there is a difference now. His mistake was neglecting his studies is only name of an action. But when you say he is neglecting his studies, there is an action going on. So like that you should make out the difference. The next one, I am petrified, that is frightened, afraid to do something. I am petrified of hiking. Hiking is just walking in a countryside, Nana. So here also you are just giving the name for the action which you are afraid of, that's all. There is no action going on. So overall, what did you understand now? So ing forms of the words, all ing forms of the words are not verbs, but some words they indicate, only a name of an action. So those words which indicate only name of an action in the ing form, they are called gerunds. Okay. Now I am going to show you a set of sentences where they are used, how they are used. Then I will give you few sentences so that you can identify which form is used. Either it is used as a subject of the verb, or either it is used as the object of the verb, or subject complement. Like that you should identify and write. Okay. So just I'll read out and I'll show this, Nana. The gerund form of verbs, like as subject of a sentence. Examples: writing in English is difficult. Watching TV is my favorite pastime. And if it is used as an object of the verb, Nana, I like writing in English. I love going to restaurants. As subject complement, my cat's favorite activity is sleeping. One of his duties is doing homework. As an object of preposition, we shall be interested in hearing your comments. Would you like to walk instead of taking the bus? And after certain expressions like, my cat's favorite activity is sleeping, one of his duties is doing homework. So like this you see. Is it clear, ma? You can copy down these as examples to just practice. And next, coming to next one, some more examples I want to tell you. Like, a gerund is a English. Okay, a gerund in English is an ing or progressive form of verb that works as a noun. It is basically name of an action. Like dancing is my passion. Dancing is used as a subject here. And she loves cooking. Object. John's favorite hobby is painting. Object of preposition. I am petrified of hiking. Subject complement. Her thinking is out of the box. As an object of the possessive adjective. See here. I hope it is clear. See here. Now the next few more sentences I would like to read out so that you will understand some verbs, how they are used as gerunds. Adore. When you use the verb adore with a gerund. My daughter adores reading Harry Potter's books. Okay. I can't stand going to discos. Mary carried on watching cartoons. I don't mind reading that book again. My friends enjoy pulling my leg. My parents finished painting my bedroom. Mike has given up smoking. Arthur went on telling lies. I hate marking exams. They are kept on interrupting the teacher. My students like studying English. My students love playing computer games. I prefer reading to watching TV. So like this, the words which are in blue color, hope it is clear. The words which are blue in color are actually verbs used with the gerunds in red. So the words in red are actually gerunds even though they are ing forms, that is their name given to an action. Okay children? Now I am going to give you a few sentences as homework. Try to complete them, that is try to identify. Just you should identify what type of gerund is used. Like either it is used as a subject, okay, either it is used as an object, or either it is used with a preposition or subject complement. Okay. State whether the gerund used, state whether the gerund used in the sentences are like subject, object, okay, with preposition, or like subject complement, Okay children? Now I am giving just few sentences, just try to do them. First one, he has ruined his sight. He has ruined his sight by reading small print. That is print which is printed in small letters. So going on reading in small letters has ruined his eyesight itself. Next, asking questions is easier than answering them. Next one. The miser hated spending money. The miser hated spending money. Okay. Next one. The year was spent. That is all the time the year was spent visiting our rich neighbors. I thank you, Joy, for teaching me that word. Okay, the last one. Singing to herself was her chief delight. So, like this, the only thing what you have to do is copy down the sentences clearly from the board, whatever is written, and try to identify whether the gerund in these sentences are used as a subject, okay, subject of the verb, object of the verb, subject complement, or with a preposition. Okay children, copy down the this properly and note down all the points whatever I have displayed, Nana, whatever I have written, the definitions, the examples and also the sentences as examples. Okay, the chart what I displayed just now, copy down the sentences so that it will be easy for you to understand what are actually these gerunds. Okay, what these gerunds are. Okay children, bye. Today only this much, Nana. Okay, this much for today. We will continue with the next topic in our next class. Bye children.